Assalamu alaikum. I am Atif Bajwa. I'm the President and CEO of Bank Al Falah. I am very happy to be sharing with you today the financial performance and the strategy and the outlook for the bank going forward. Bank Al Falah has impressively grown in 2023 to a network of over 1,000 branches. It's spread in 4 countries and is continuing to grow. The bank's credit rating is long-term AA+ and short-term A1+, with the outlook being quite stable. "2023 has been a stellar year for Bank Al Falah. Among the most mentionable achievements are, first, that we achieved the 2 trillion deposit mark, and we opened more branches in 2023 to finally reach a landmark 1,000 branches in Pakistan. Our deposits market share, which has been a key area of focus for us, has grown, and it grew from 6% in 2022 to 6.9%. Trade also grew significantly, with our market share moving from 7.6% to 8.5%. Home remittances has always been an important area for us, and we are proud that we have a market share of 14.2% in this area. We also launched Pakistan's first digital lifestyle branch, which has been a hit in Karachi, and we are looking to expand this concept across Pakistan. We are also proud to be recognized by several prestigious platforms across the country for many awards. The ones that deserve mentioning are, first, the Best Digital Banking Award by PBA, and also being recognized as the top 10 companies in Pakistan by the Stock Exchange. There are other platforms who also gave us various awards, and these include CFA, MAP, United Nations, PBC, OICCI, and many more. But I'm very proud of mentioning that the bank got the award for the most inclusive organization in Pakistan by GDEIB. It grew from significant revenue upsides. Markup income grew by 63.2%, and non-markup income grew by 28.2%, within which fee income itself grew by 36.6%. These numbers were possible because of significant growth that we were able to achieve in a whole range of products and services, including branch banking, card issuance, consumer financing, trade, and ADC channels. On the expense side, we were able to improve our cost-to-income ratio from 50% to 41.8%. However, because of inflationary pressures, administrative expenses were up by 30.1%, and part of the reason was that we opened over 100 new branches. We also invested in digital technologies and digital banking, and of course continue to strengthen our IT platforms. We also took the opportunity to strengthen our brand positioning by increasing our marketing spend. Some other areas where our expenses grew were also to develop our customer franchise. So our overall expenses on customer acquisition, deposit mobilization, and gaining market share were responsible for some of the cost increases. However, the biggest impact on our expense line was because of the overall inflationary environment in the country. With our continuing focus on customer centricity and deposit growth, our overall deposit numbers grew by 40.2% in 2023 to close the year at 2.085 trillion rupees, the highest growth in the industry. On the lending side, our bank was more cautious because of the difficult economic environment facing Pakistan. Loans closed at 777 billion rupees. Despite the difficult economy, our non-performing loans performed reasonably well, with the non-performing infection ratio being maintained within a comfortable number of 4.8%. Our coverage ratio for NPLs stood at 112.2%. We continued our focus on enhancing trade and making transactions easy for our customers. As a result, our trade market share grew from 7.6% to 8.5%. Within that, the import side of trade did much better, it grew from 8.2% to 10%, whereas on the export side, we were able to achieve a 6% market share, which was a slight drop from the previous year. Home remittances have been critical for any bank and for the economy, and therefore we have been focused on ensuring that we keep our market share at the number 2 position in the country, and we have done that with a market share of 14.2%. On the digital banking side, we have been quite successful with digital throughput of 4 trillion rupees, which grew from 2.2 trillion rupees in the previous year. Our digital migration ratio, which is the number of transactions that are done digitally across the bank, grew to 75% on average. The bank's capital strength improved quite impressively, and the capital adequacy ratio was 16.74%, which is significantly above the regulatory requirement of 11.5%. One of the key elements of our continuing strategy has been to be a responsible corporate citizen, and within that we have a number of initiatives. One is being responsible towards the environment and becoming a green bank, and ensuring that our lending gradually becomes more supportive of green initiatives, as well as the bank itself taking steps to become more green. We also focused on continuing our brand promise of being the caring bank, and this we did by ensuring that our efforts to support the people affected by the floods of about a year and a half ago will continue into the future. Our board and our chairman, His Highness Sheikh Nahyan, have been very supportive and have been very generous in ensuring that we have a strategy and a plan to positively impact the people who have been affected by the floods. And in 2023, we started on the second phase of our plan to reconstruct and rehabilitate the affected areas by the flood. With strong financial performance, the board generously decided to increase the cash dividend for the 6 months ending December 2023. The dividend was declared at 5 rupees per share, which is in addition to the earlier interim cash dividend of 3 rupees per share. So the total annual cash dividend was 8 rupees per share. This calculates to a payout ratio of 35% of profit after tax. As the bank has achieved most of its 5-year strategic objectives in 2023, a fresh strategy for the next 5 years has been developed, and it builds upon the previous pillars and just adds on and refines them further for the future. The first main pillar continues to be the same, which is that we need to continue to grow our market share to ensure that we are an impactful player and a dominant player in most of the markets that we operate in. The second pillar continues to ensure that we will play an important and leading role in all payments that happen in the economy, and therefore we must develop the best transactional banking products in the country. The third pillar, which is perhaps the secret sauce of success, is around culture. Our internal Bank Alphalà culture needs to be further strengthened and continued into the future. We seek, therefore, to re-emphasize the 3 core elements of our culture, which is that we are one bank, one team, that we are focused on customer centricity, and that we must ensure that our employees and our staff are fully engaged. Beyond that, we feel that we must continue to be a responsible corporate citizen, and therefore re-emphasize our brand promise of being a caring bank, and therefore reach out to our communities and people in need to help them in any way that we can. We also want to invest in becoming a green organization internally, but also in the way that we deal with our customers. And within this third pillar, the last key core element has to be that we must develop our human capital even more strongly for the challenges of the future. The fourth pillar of this strategy is to continue to innovate and to use technology and digital trends to develop products and services that perhaps will be the future of banking, inshallah, in Pakistan. We will seek to reimagine our customer journeys and challenge our existing processes to improve them for the sake of our customers. The last key pillar of our strategy is that we will be looking to develop competitive advantages in areas like treasury, in capital markets, and focus on our international franchise, particularly in the UAE, and also to see where we can take advantage of opportunities developing in the fintech space through either investments or in helping new startups getting established. Those are the key pillars of our strategy for the future. In the end, I am proud to tell you that the bank is on track to maximize stakeholder value. The chairman and the board's commitment has made it possible for us to be forward-looking, resilient, and a bank focusing on long-term value creation. We are moving on the path of progress and the road that challenges our destiny. And Bank Alphala aims to work towards brighter and prosperous Pakistan.